Hello to everyone and welcome back to my channel. So in this video let's read on Johnny Gosch. A very quick pre-story. In the quiet morning of September 5th, 1982, a young paperboy named Johnny Gosch vanished while delivering newspapers in West Des Moines, Iowa State. His red wagon was found abandoned, his route unfinished, and from that moment he became one of the most haunting unsolved mysteries in America. So let's have a read on him. Let's see what really happened that morning with Johnny. It's already give me an answer that he was stalked by someone and was abducted, like kidnapped, abducted. So yeah, cards already speaking. But let's see more. Alright, that should be enough. So the energy surrounding his disappearance shows that Johnny encountered more than a random abduction. It was planned with multiple people involved, um, individuals connected by some secrecy and power, not mere chance. At first, there was confusion. A friendly or familiar face, perhaps luring him away, a moment of misplanned, misplanned trust. After that, his path changed completely. He was taken into a controlled environment, likely connected to a network that thrived on manipulation and silence. The sense of containment and control suggests that he was kept away from the public eye, shielded by those who um, benefited from keeping him hidden. Also, there's an emotional threat of maternal connection, the energy of someone who loved him deeply, still reaching across time, refusing to let his name fade. Johnny's presence um, feels both distant and luminous. A spirit aware of his story's weight, encouraging truth seekers not to surrender to fear or uh, falsehoods. His message now is clear. Uh, the truth, uh, the truth was buried beneath influence and fear, but it's still alive, still lives. The spark of justice he left behind continues to move, and someday when courage meets revelation, his full story will finally comes to light. Um, Speaking about the motive behind Johnny Gosch's disappearance, was rooted in control and exploitation, not random violence. His abduction appears connected to a larger network that operated in secrecy, using fear, silence, and influence to protect itself. Johnny wasn't chosen by accident. He represented vulnerability and access targets within a pre-existing system. Um, there's also a sense of information and exposure, as if certain people feared what could eventually come to light. His case carried traces of political and criminal intersections, where power was used to erase witnesses and silence the truth. Uh, for some involved, the motive was profit and manipulation. For others, it was about maintaining secrecy at all costs. Johnny's disappearance served as both an act of control and a warning, a message to choose um, who might have known too much. Speaking about those people who abducted him, uh, there were two men directly involved in the abduction, both part of a large organized structure rather than random criminals. The first man comes through as dominant, disciplined, and emotionally detached around his late 30s or early 40s at the time of disappearance of Johnny. Abduction of Johnny. He had a military or police-like demeanor, possibly short, cropped hair, light eyes, and a rigid posture. His energy feels cold and commanding, the kind of a person who follows the orders uh, without hesitation, likely the one who planned the logistics. The second man feels younger, mid to mid or to late 20s. Um, Darker features, more impulsive and anxiously. He had very anxious energy, possibly with dark hair, slightly unshaved look, and a bit nervous movements. He was the executor, the one who carried out direct contact, driven by fear or obligation rather than cruelty. Uh, there's also an unseen third presence, an older, uh, authoritative figure who never appeared physically but gave the commands from aside. Uh, it feels like the emperor energy. so the main figure, like probably the boss, yeah, the boss of the organization. And that figure represents power, protection, and uh, hierarchy, or I don't know if this word is correctly, hierarchy. Yeah, like represents hierarchy. Someone in a higher circle connected to organized influence or trafficking networks that operated quietly at those times, in the 80s. So that's possibly that's it. Yeah, all what I can see in this reading. So guys, thank you so much for watching, for listening. Please subscribe to my channel, hit likes, write your comments, and see you guys very soon in the next investigation videos. Thank you, and bye bye.